Welcome, learners, to another deep dive. Today, we're plunging into a really fascinating strategic analysis. It sits squarely at the cutting edge of finance and, well, artificial intelligence. We're taking a close look at Aifex. You might have heard of them. There's definitely been some buzz. The big question we're tackling is this. Are they truly building something fundamentally different in this, hyper-competitive financial world? Our mission today is to really extract the core insights from the material we've looked at, understand the ambitious vision driving them, and really dissect the opportunities and, let's face it, the formidable challenges this project faces. So, yeah, get ready for some serious strategic thinking.
Yeah, it's captivating stuff.
Yeah.
What's truly interesting here is that AIFE isn't just like positioning itself as another player in the DeFi space
Mm.
or even just another AI tool for finance. They seem to be aiming for something much, much grander, what they term an AGI-powered financial ecosystem.
AGI power.
Exactly. And this isn't just about an AI that's good at, say, one specific task. It implies an artificial intelligence designed to learn, adapt, and maybe even innovate across the entire financial system, potentially creating this self-improving, intelligent financial environment. It's a vision that really demands we dig into the implications.
Okay, AGI-powered financial ecosystem that sounds incredibly futuristic, almost like you said, sci-fi. I mean, true artificial general intelligence, AGI, that's still a frontier concept, right? Researchers globally are striving for it. So how does AIFEX even approach such a monumental goal? And what makes their vision for connecting, the traditional centralized finance world, CeFi, with DeFi, what makes it so different?
Yeah.
Because lots of people are trying to build that bridge. But an AGI-powered one, that's a huge claim.
That's a really crucial point to highlight. While human-level AGI is, yeah, arguably the theoretical pinnacle, maybe still a way off, AIFEX seems to be designing its system with an architectural foundation that's intended to evolve towards that kind of capability. So, think developing AI models that are not just narrow specialists, but possess the capacity to continuously learn, infer, adapt across diverse financial domains. From high-frequency trading, risk management, to cross-chain liquidity. The vision, I think, is for an AI that doesn't just execute predefined strategies, but maybe truly understands and innovates within the financial landscape, constantly improving its own capabilities, identifying novel opportunities, perhaps.
Okay.
And they aim to bridge CeFi and DeFi through this sophisticated suite of 7 core modules. These aren't just separate apps, right? They're designed to be interconnected, forming a cohesive whole where the AI's learning in one module can actually inform and enhance the others.
All right, so these modules are like the building blocks for this AGI-powered bridge. Could you give us a clearer picture? How do they actually function to weave CeFi and DeFi together under this, well, pretty grand vision? Because, 7 core modules sounds impressive, but what do they actually do?
Absolutely. Think of them as integrated components working together. Like, for instance, their AI CEX, the AI-assisted trading center. It's not just a standard exchange. It aims to leverage advanced AI for liquidity, trade execution, risk management, arguably more efficiently than traditional setups. So it's bridging the speed and efficiency of CeFi with aspects of decentralized asset access.
Interesting.
Then there's the AI DeFi aggregator. That's crucial for cross-chain liquidity. This module uses AI to find the best trading routes, the best pools across various decentralized networks. That stuff's often fragmented, complex for users.
Yeah, definitely.
So it seeks out optimal paths, optimal prices,
Yeah.
essentially trying to make the whole DeFi landscape feel like one unified market. And we shouldn't forget their AI high-frequency quant funds. These are AI-driven strategies, executing super rapid trades based on complex algorithms. That's a staple in CeFi, right?
Right.
But now applied within an ecosystem that also touches DeFi. So yeah, it's a very holistic and, frankly, technically ambitious approach, designed to create a seamless, intelligent financial flow between these two traditionally distinct worlds.
Okay, here's where, for me, it gets really interesting. Because a grand vision like this, it needs solid funding, strategic support. Lots of projects have tokens, sure. But from your analysis, AIAX seem to have designed something quite strategic with their AFX token. It's not just another digital currency, is it? It feels central to their entire operational strategy. So what's the clever mechanism here? What really makes it stand out beyond just being another utility token?
You've hit it exactly. The AFX token is fundamental to their whole operational architecture. They've designed what they call a closed-loop ecosystem. The AFX token isn't simply a means of exchange, it's the utility token that has to circulate through all their services, from staking to accessing AI funds, trading, everything.
Everything. Wow.
Yeah, and this perpetual utility is engineered quite deliberately to encourage continuous locking and, importantly, burning of the token.
Mm.
This creates a dynamic flow that directly impacts its supply and demand right within the ecosystem. It's a very deliberate design choice. It ties the token's fate directly to the project's success and how much people actually use it.
Okay, so if the token is constantly being used, locked up, maybe even destroyed through burning, how does that translate into its value? For someone holding it, what's the underlying economic thinking there?
Well, this mechanism, if they execute it successfully, aims to create scarcity by consistently reducing the circulating supply over time, while at the same time generating genuine demand as more users actually engage with the ecosystem services.
Right, scarcity plus demand.
Exactly. It's a systemic design aiming to maintain the scarcity of Aifex. So its value becomes intrinsically linked to the health and growth of the ecosystem itself, not just speculation. And unlike many projects that, rely on inflationary rewards just to attract users, Aifex is trying to build value by consistently removing tokens from circulation. It's a high-stakes strategy for sure, because it relies so heavily on sustained user adoption and real utility. But it effectively turns every transaction into, a slight boost for existing holders as the remaining supply theoretically becomes more valuable.
That sounds like a really powerful model. And the staking conditions, they're quite unique too, aren't they? I understand there's a particular pairing requirement that adds another layer to this strategy.
Absolutely. To participate in staking, users are required to pair 50% Aifex with 50% USDI.
USDI, a stablecoin.
Precisely. Which is a stablecoin. And this is a critical strategic decision, I think. This pairing doesn't just directly create demand for Aifex users have to acquire it, but the stablecoin part introduces a degree of stability. It mitigates some of the volatility you often see with crypto staking.
Makes sense.
And this combination, alongside the burning and locking mechanisms, well, that underpins what they call deflationary growth.
Deflationary growth, that sounds really intriguing.
Yeah.
Almost counterintuitive for something that's growing, right? Suggests value could increase even as the supply shrinks. Can you really break that down for us?
Yeah.
What makes it potent and what are the risks?
That's a fascinating concept, yeah. Basically, it means that as the ecosystem grows, as more people use its services, AI, trading, DeFi, aggregation, whatever, the demand for Aifex naturally increases.
Okay.
But the overall supply of the token is gradually decreasing because of that burning mechanism tied to its utility. So if they can actually pull off this dual action strategy, it creates a very potent model. Increased adoption directly contributes to deflationary pressure on the token supply. The challenge, of course, is it relies so heavily on sustained organic user adoption, and the services have to maintain their value proposition.
Right, people have to want to use it.
Exactly. If user growth falters or if the services aren't compelling, that deflationary pressure could be undermined. But if it works, it creates a powerful incentive for long-term holding, long-term participation. Existing holders benefit from both increased demand and decreased supply. It really asks a crucial question for the market. Can a project genuinely shrink its supply while growing its user base sustainably? And can it do that without killing liquidity? It's an ambitious economic model.
Definitely ambitious. Okay, so a strong ecosystem needs robust, diverse revenue streams too, right? To ensure its longevity, resilience can't just be clever tokenomics.
Yeah.
What are Aifex's plans for actually generating income to sustain and grow this platform?
Good question. They've outlined multiple and quite diverse revenue streams. It indicates pretty robust financial planning, actually. This includes daily staking returns for users, which are quite compelling. They mention ranges around 1.35% to 1.575%.
Daily returns on staking. That's remarkably frequent. That's certainly an attractive proposition for participants. Create strong incentives.
Indeed, very strong. Beyond that, they plan to generate management fees from their AI funds, much like, traditional asset managers.
Okay.
Then there's income from arbitrage, profiting from price differences across different markets. And importantly, something called MEV capture. These are definitely more sophisticated income strategies. Shows the depth of their financial engineering.
MEV capture. That sounds almost arcane, like something only a sophisticated AI could really master.
Oh.
For those of us maybe not deep in the weeds of blockchain mechanics, could you give us the simple version? What exactly is MEV capture?
Yeah, it can sound that way. Okay, the simple version. Imagine a really skilled trader who can see all the orders coming into a stock market just before they're officially executed. They might spot a huge buy order for asset X, quickly buy asset X themselves at a slightly lower price,
Okay.
and then sell it to the original big buyer at a marginally higher price, all within milliseconds.
Oh, like front-running almost.
Kinda, yeah. That's a simplified version of MEV, maximal extractable value, but happening on a blockchain. Aifex's AI is apparently designed to spot these tiny micro opportunities in the millisecond ordering of transactions, turning tiny inefficiencies into potentially significant, consistent profits, stuff that would be impossible for human traders to capture at scale.
I got it.
Additionally, they plan revenue from their trading centers, various APIs that let others access their services. It's a very multifaceted approach, tapping into both traditional finance techniques and these cutting-edge DeFi methods.
Okay, multifaceted income. But to grow an ecosystem this big, this ambitious, you need users, a massive global user base.
Yeah.
What's their plan for market penetration, given the sheer scale they seem to be aiming for? Because a great product nobody knows about, well, it doesn't help much.
Right. Their marketing strategy is notably aggressive and extensive. The information we saw indicates they've allocated over $70 million for global campaigns. That's a significant war chest by any standard.
70 million, wow.
Yeah. And we're talking advertising in prominent high-traffic spots, international airports, high-speed trains, major city landmarks worldwide. This isn't some quiet whisper campaign. It's a bold, full-throated declaration of intent, really.
$70 million for marketing. That is a colossal commitment. Signals serious intent. But, in such a crowded market, how do they ensure that investment translates into engaged users? Not just temporary hype,
Yeah.
especially when you're trying to build something this complex.
That's the critical question, isn't it? The sheer scale of the investment shows their intent for broad awareness, accessibility, global reach. But their strategy seems to extend beyond just ads. They've apparently already rapidly expanded their physical branch operation centers.
Physical centers.
Yeah, to 55 locations already, with an ambitious target of 300. These centers are designed, I think, to be tangible points of contact, building trust, providing support. That's often crucial for adoption in complex financial services. It bridges the digital with the physical.
Interesting approach.
And they also offer dApps, decentralized apps for direct user-friendly access, ensuring accessibility for the crypto-native crowd, too. So yeah, it's not a cautious rollout. They are definitely going big, which indicates this powerful drive for widespread adoption, which presumably they hope will sustain that deflationary growth model by continually bringing in new users.
Okay, going big on marketing and reach.
Yeah.
But beyond the tech, beyond the marketing, what's a critical strategic move? Something that could really redefine Aifex's position globally, something that elevates them beyond just another high-tech crypto project. This feels like it goes beyond typical growth plans.
Right, and that brings us to what could be a truly monumental game changer. The most significant strategic pivot, I think, could be their plan to list on major global stock exchanges, specifically HKEX in Hong Kong and Nasdaq in the United States.
NASDAQ. Wow, okay.
Yeah, this isn't just an evolutionary step. It feels revolutionary for a project with these roots. It could fundamentally alter their trajectory and how they're perceived.
NASDAQ. I mean, that's moving into a whole different league compared to a typical DeFi or crypto venture, isn't it? It implies a level of corporate maturity, regulatory acceptance, institutional-grade governance, things very few decentralized projects have even attempted, let alone achieved. What are the deeper implications?
Well, from a strategic viewpoint, it's not just about fundraising, though obviously that's a massive potential benefit. It's really about a monumental leap in public image, credibility, transforming Aifex from what many might see as a crypto project into a bona fide global AI financial technology company.
Yeah, perception matters.
Hugely. And this move would potentially open doors to vast pools of capital, institutional investors, pension funds, traditional asset managers, entities that typically cannot or simply will not engage directly with decentralized crypto tokens. It's a strategic play for legitimacy and mainstream financial integration.
And it would significantly boost their credibility across the board, wouldn't it? I mean, listing on traditional stock exchanges implies a level of scrutiny, transparency, governance. That's frankly rare in the crypto space.
Absolutely. It would likely indirectly impact the market cap of the Aifex token just by legitimizing the underlying company and expanding its reach to a much broader investor base. But maybe more importantly, it would dramatically enhance the credibility of the entire Aifex ecosystem in the eyes of the broader financial world, regulators, potential big partners. It's an incredibly ambitious step. If successful, it could set a new precedent for these hybrid financial models, really bridging the gap gap between TradFi and the decentralized future. It signals a long-term commitment, a willingness to operate within established frameworks.
Okay, so when we look at other players out there, established names like Numerai or Injective, even giants like Binance, DIDX, where does AIFEX truly stand out? What's their unique strength? Their competitive edge amidst such diverse and powerful players? Because lots claim innovation, but few really deliver a unique angle.
Yeah, good question. If we connect all these threads, AIFEX's core strength really appears to be its comprehensive, all-in-one approach and its commitment to this AGI-powered vision. Think about it.
Hmm.
Numerai focuses on crowdsourced AI for quant trading. Injective is an exchange optimized for derivatives.
Right.
Binance is a massive CEX. AEX focuses on decentralized derivatives. Many projects do one or two of these things really well, but AIX is attempting to integrate AI quant trading, DeFi aggregation for cross-chain liquidity, MEV capture, and robust connections to CeFi, all under one single evolving AI-driven roof.
So it's less about being the absolute best at one specific function and more about creating this holistic, one-stop AI-driven financial service, covering a wide spectrum of needs for both traditional and crypto users, all powered by this evolving AI.
Precisely. And the Aifex token acts as that central artery, right? Connecting every service, incentivizing participation, making it a single platform that aims to address multiple complex financial needs. This integrated model is designed to create a sticky ecosystem where users hopefully find everything they need within one robust AI-powered environment that's not just offering services in isolation.
Hmm.
It's about making them interact intelligently, learn from each other, continuously improve. And this integrated synergy, especially if their AGI ambitions really materialize into something tangible, that could be their most formidable competitive advantage. It promises efficiency and innovation across a whole financial landscape.
Okay, so given all this, the ambitious AGI vision, the unique tokenomics, the aggressive growth, the potential stock listings, what's the investment perspective we can draw from this deep dive? What should listeners be thinking about, maybe short-term versus long-term?
Well, for the short term, say the next maybe 1 to 2 years, there's a strong narrative here. You've got the powerful trend of CeFi plus DeFi plus AI converging. That's hot right now. Couple that with the news, or potential news, of their stock market listing plans. Those could be major factors in attracting significant interest in capital.
Yeah, hype potential.
Definitely. There's a compelling story for investors looking for exposure to these high-growth trends, and the aggressive marketing will certainly build buzz. Plus, those daily staking returns are a strong short-term incentive.
But okay, for the long haul, 3, 5 years and beyond, what's the real measure of success? Beyond the initial buzz, beyond the capital injection?
Right.
What are the critical factors that will determine if this vision actually becomes a sustainable reality?
Right. For the long term, true success is going to hinge on several fundamental factors, I think. First, their ability to build a genuinely sustainable ecosystem with active, engaged users who consistently utilize its services. That's absolutely critical for the deflationary growth model to actually work as intended.
User adoption, yeah.
And second, equally important, is whether their AGI or the advanced AI they ultimately build can effectively manage the significant risks. Risks inherent in highly volatile financial markets. Can it consistently deliver superior performance? Can it prove its capability for continuous learning and adaptation like they've planned? The actual efficacy of their AI in real-world high-stakes scenarios will be absolutely paramount.
And what about the broader challenges? As they scale, trying to realize this incredibly ambitious vision, sounds like there are numerous hurdles beyond just the tech itself.
Oh, absolutely. And looking further down the road, they'll need to skillfully navigate complex, often rapidly changing regulatory landscapes. Those differ significantly from country to country.
Big challenge.
Huge. Maintaining transparency in their operations will also be crucial for building and sustaining trust, especially if they want those institutional investors. And, of course, they have to contend with fierce competition. Other large players, both traditional financial giants adapting and crypto-native powerhouses they might enter or evolve within this space, too. It's definitely a challenging path. High stakes. But one with immense potential if they can execute with strategic precision and technological excellence.
Yeah, this deep dive really paints a pretty comprehensive picture of Aifex, a project with just immense ambition, systematically seeking to merge advanced AI with the best of CeFi and DeFi. Their token strategy is clear, designed for scarcity, designed for utility. Their growth plans are aggressive, far-reaching. And the vision for the future is certainly bold, especially with those planned stock exchange listings. It feels like a strategic blueprint designed for real impact.
Indeed. And I think the truly thought-provoking question that remains for us, for you listening, is this. In a world where technology is just rapidly reshaping finance and everyone's vying for an edge, will Aifex's specific blend, this mix of evolving AGI, comprehensive DeFi services, deep CeFi integration, will it truly become a new blueprint, a new industry standard for the future of finance, and what ultimately will be the true indicators of success? Beyond the impressive tech, beyond the compelling strategies we've talked about today, maybe it's a measure of true financial inclusion or maybe unparalleled market efficiency. It's definitely something to keep a very close eye on. Its journey could really signal a significant shift in how we all interact with financial services globally.